Enterprise use cases for connectivity are expanding, which puts pressure on CSPs to create highly efficient, on-demand networks. Mirko, thanks for joining us on TelecomTV again.
Thank you.
What is the current state of the market in terms of network automation?
There's been lots of focus on automating the user experience from the service delivery standpoint, so zero-touch provisioning, service activation, on-demand user experience. I think the market is now starting to look into automation in the service assurance side, where machine learning can play a role into making operating a network much more efficient than it is today.
I'm pleased you mentioned machine learning there, because this is an interesting development. What is its role? What's the role of ML in terms of autonomous networking?
If you look at how networks are evolving and moving away from a purely physical world to a hybrid physical and virtual, because network will never be fully virtual. And now the next step is moving to intelligent networking. If you operate a dynamic network in the virtual environment, it's impossible to think that you can maintain the current operating models from a service assurance standpoint, and machine learning in this dynamic environment can help automate a number of tasks, capacity management, fault prediction, understanding what the behavior of the network is, to be able to automatically take decisions and implement those decisions.
How is Colt's strategy progressing? Because it's been a couple of years now since you launched the Novitas orchestration platform.
So yeah, we launched the on-demand services on the Novitas platform in 2015. So it's now 2.5 years or so that we've been running this platform. Traffic has been growing on that, so we continue to invest into that platform. This is our SDN slash business orchestrator capabilities that allow us to quote, order and deliver services to customers in an on-demand fashion. We have been adding a number of two other programs alongside Novitas. One is an investment in a fully flexible, horizontally integrated telco cloud capabilities. We call the program Stratus, where we are deploying two, let's say, different versions of it: a micro cloud, a universal CP type of capability, and a telco cloud edge type of capability that will allow us to couple the connectivity with virtual functions, so it's a much more rich user experience. And alongside that, I mentioned already machine learning. We are also looking at how we can leverage AI in general and general automation in the service assurance space to operate much better the current and the future virtual networks.
And you mentioned Telco Cloud. We talk about Telco Cloud on and off for a few years now, but there seems to be more focus now on this horizontal integration of cloud.
Yes, I think if you want to act fast and be pragmatic in terms of deployment, as we did, we deployed SD1 focused Telco Cloud in the beginning to be able to go to market quickly. You can add a number of VNF to that SD1 focused telco cloud, but it doesn't scale and doesn't scale in a very efficient manner. So we're now looking at how we can redevelop the whole capability and make it really horizontally scalable from the point of view of being able to scale out, but also being able to add a different type of applications, virtual functions. So we need to be able to serve the enterprise market, which have different needs in terms of capabilities they want to. Sometimes they work with a certain type of application providers, so we need to be able to serve that specific market.
And scalability is obviously very important when it comes to the network edge. Again, more talk about the network edge. How important is it that you continue to push your network capabilities to the network edge and into CPE use cases?
So there are a number of use cases which are suitable for a universal CPE deployment. So you tend to need control on the local access, so that could be one optimization. The actual SD1 capability or firewalls or security needs to sit at the very edge, so on the premise, customer premise side. Some other applications are more suitable to sit at the telco cloud edge, so not necessarily on customer prem. I think that is a much more scalable environment for infrastructure type of applications, but some of them can sit in both places, so then in that case maybe a customer choice or a carrier service provider choice on where to locate those applications.
And as industry looks to accelerate its focus on the edge, whether it's the carrier edge or the customer edge, is it important that this is an industry-wide collaboration and that the vendors and technology partners also contribute with the CSPs to accelerate this?
Yeah, I think if you look at the carrier and the general industry market in telecom, we need to be able to collaborate. One, I look at what's happening in the enterprise world. A number of players are becoming more and more global, so you need to be able to work across multiple carrier networks, so standards, API. We've been doing lots of work with the MEF to define carrier-grade business APIs to control on-demand networking across multiple carrier networks. This is the MEF LSO initiative, and Colt has been a major proponent of that. But also with the vendors, need to be able to vertically integrate different components in a fashion that would allow us to replace some components and evolve some components over the years.
And is this network evolution and transformation, is this resulting in telcos and CSPs becoming more open, adopting more of like an open mindset and more collaboration between not just other CSPs and vendors, but also the customers and end users?
Yeah, that expanding into the customer space as well. The same type of automation that we are developing for ourselves, enterprises are also going through digital transformation initiatives that typically involve moving to the cloud, using new technologies like AI, blockchain, security is a major driver also, so cloud, increasing bandwidth are driving significant change in the enterprise space, and so they want to be able to use the same capabilities that they're developing for themselves to connect to connectivity providers and carrier providers. I think that's has started with the cloud, so public cloud providers started to make automation first the approach for go to market, and now is expanding into the carrier telco world as well.
Great. Well, Mirko, thanks very much for joining us on TelecomTV today.
You're welcome. Thank you.